Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be deep diving into the world of Black Ops 6 campaign and the rewards you will get. Now, I know you guys are trying to figure out will they be having the campaign early access very soon. We're going to deep dive into that news and from Activision itself and the reason why the Black Ops 6 is not going to be having its early access. So stick around for that and let's jump into the insights of Black Ops 6 news. In this game, you'll be completing missions and upgrading Black Ops safe houses to earn rewards to be usable in both multiplayer and zombie modes. Alongside the rewards from the campaign, you can unlock a very stylish calling cards, if you guys want to put it that way, by completing special mission challenges. Some example of these calling cards are available, but a criteria for unlocking all of them include those in Dark Ops challenges and other kept secrets. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering, why is Activision trying to force us to play the campaign on day one? Why can't they just release the campaign early? Now, I'm going to have a lot of insights and details of reason why Activision has confirmed that Black Ops 6 will not have a early access, breaking the recent tradition providing early access to pre-order customers. Instead, the game will have a single global launch on October 25th, when that is going to be very soon, in the next 2 weeks, across campaign, multiplayer, zombie modes. This shift is possibly maybe influenced by the inclusion to the Xbox Game Pass to ensure that all players can dive into the content at the same time for a global launch. Now, they did put out this statement early in September 10th. They put out an article stating this exact same thing. They said that the team is fully focused on the October 25th. We are excited about all games to be offered across all platforms, meaning the campaign, the multiplayer, and zombies. This year, we made a decision to ensure the community gets a dig into any and all game modes they want at the same time. So we're breaking back to one of the massive global launch moments of October 25th. As such, there is no early access to beat this year's Black Ops 6, just the countdown to the launch. That is their exact quotes from this article. I will leave the article in the description down below. This is what they are stating. And that's what they're trying to do. And that other blog post that they had 3 days ago kind of give you excited about the rewards that you see on your screen, trying to get you guys to focus to play on the campaign. Now, the campaign story has to be good. If you're just focusing people to like, hey, we're not doing this global launch on the campaign on October 18th. We're going to do it on October 25th. And we want you guys to stay focused on that. Now, the only reason I feel like the campaign might not be played regardless of what they're trying to do with all these calling card challenges and all these, safe houses that you need to do to earn rewards. The rewards have to be very fittable for people to really play. And look, judging by the rewards that they are offering that you see on your screen, I don't really think there's really that excitement for me to really play the campaign. Back then, I used to play the campaign and just play multiplayer. But this year, and the way Call of Duty has changed over the years, the campaign wasn't my main focus. My main focus was leveling up weapons just in time when Warzone dropped. Now, let's say that Warzone dropped next year of 2025. Then fine, I will have the opportunity to play the campaign on October 25th and then just focus on leveling up my weapons from October all the way to whenever they release Warzone 3. It depends on the release date of Warzone 3, and they need to keep that in mind. Now, my honest opinion, how I feel about it, Activision's decision to forego the early access of the campaign is a bold move. It really is. And I kind of give an example of why I feel like, it just don't make any sense for me. And it was a really surprising for a lot of people because a lot of people did enjoy playing the campaign early and then just focus on their multiplayer. But on the other hand, this decision can frustrate players, and it is frustrating players, including myself, because I like the aspect of playing the game early and then play multiplayer later because of how Warzone was and the release date of Warzone. Like I mentioned earlier, if they release Warzone later in 2025, then fine, I will play the campaign. Upon the release, it also eliminates a key perk that made pre-orders more appealing to a lot of people, is to play the campaign early. However, this approach has its advantage. By focus on the unified global launch, Activision ensured that every player, regardless of mode and preference, can experience the full game at the same time, which is understandable. This creates sense of a shared excitement and levels in playing field, especially with the game launching on the Xbox Game Pass, and open up accessibility to a larger audience on day one, which may influence the choice to move away from the staggering access of early access of the campaign. Ultimately, while some players may miss the early access perk, this strategy can foster a more community experience around the game launch and return to a single event moment that could be impactful in the long run, especially given to the franchise scale. So that was my honest opinion, how I feel about it. My second opinion, I kind of mentioned how I feel about it. It's like, hey, I kind of understand, but what about when Warzone is released? We got to figure out when Warzone 3 is going to set to release for Black Ops 6. Now, let's say they say, hey, we got an announcement, the new Warzone, the new map is set to release December 8th or December 18th or something like that. Then it won't make sense for me to play the campaign, because then between October, November, and some parts of December, I gotta have all the weapons that I need to level up just in time for Warzone when it drops. Now, if they mention in the next couple of weeks or so, because they're kind of releasing their blog posts as they're going, let's say they make out a blog post where they kind of focus on zombies and Warzone, but they more focus on Warzone and say, hey, we still want to give time to kind of focus that, Warzone is perfect. Warzone is released on a good standpoint and the servers is not an issue. We're going to release Warzone 2025, because trust me, having a global launch on October 25th for a game of this caliber, and then having the game be available on Xbox Game Pass, that it's going to be prone to server issues. Trust me, I know. Especially this type of big global launch for October 25th. There are going to be tons of server issues for Black Ops 6, especially when it comes to multiplayer. So I have another opinion of the reason why they kind of did it is because they want to have servers issues on October 25th so people can forcibly play the campaign on day one. Now, the campaign is going to be focused on the previous campaign that they had of the story, which was in Cold War, and the previous franchises of Black Ops 2 and 1, if I'm not mistaken. I have to read the blog post on that. And if I don't have time, I will leave the blog post in the description down below. So they want everybody to get excited. They're kind of like trying to get people to kind of draw into the campaign to like, hey, we have these awesome rewards. We have these safe houses that we need to do, these dark ops type of things you can do to get a lot of rewards. And like I said, if there's there's blueprints and there's operator skins, fine. But it'd be nice if they had more operator skins and more camo skins for like certain weapons that people can do, to play the campaign. But it's mainly like blueprints, calling cards, and operator skins, and they're just trying to force people to play the campaign, which in my honest opinion is not a bad idea, but at the same time it's not really exciting. That's a wrap for today's video. If you guys felt that this video was informative for you guys, let me know in the comment section down below. You got any questions related to the pre-orders of Black Ops 6? Let me know in the comment section down below. I do have a pre-order guide for Black Ops 6. And drop a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys what you thought about the aspects of Activision's decision to forego the early access of the campaign for Black Ops 6. Did you thought it was a really surprising move on their part to really do that? Or this is something that Activision just want to do, just to catch the news? I don't know. I don't know what Activision does at some point, but that was a really good decision for a very long time to release the game early, and for them to make this bold decision to forego it for Black Ops 6 is a little non-appealing for me at this point. But I would like to hear what you guys think about it. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Keep grinding, keep focused, and I will see you guys in my next post.